am Alexander B. Stevens. This is the brand new up-and-coming podcast entitled, What Is He Thinking? The sometimes uncomfortable, sometimes politically incorrect, but always sincere and truthful podcast for the benefit of women from the perspective of men. You've got questions? I've got answers. What's going on? This is Alexander Stevens, and in this inaugural episode 1 of the podcast, I wanted to start things off talking about the top 10 things that men look for out of a woman. The top 10 things men look for in a woman. Items number 1 and 4 are the first 4 things we pay attention to, and these are the items that determine if we want to pursue you or not, or if we want to date you at all or not, and have any kind of romantic/sexual relationship with you on any level. Items 5 through 10, this is what we look at when we're already dating you, and we're trying to determine in our mind if we want to make things more serious or exclusive with you. So 1 through 4 determines if we want to romantically pursue you at all. 5 through 10 determines if we want to make things serious. So let's get the party started. The number 10 thing that men look for from a woman is common interest. Common interest. Do we expect you to like everything that we like as much as we like it and to hate everything that we hate? Absolutely not. We know you're a woman. We know you're unique. We know you're different. But if we don't have any common interests, if I love going to the movies and shooting pool and watching sports, and those are my top 3 favorite leisure activities, and you hate all 3 of them, then exactly how are things going to work out? Now, you don't have to like all 3 of them, but it'd be good if you like 2 of the 3. You know what I'm saying? So the number 10 thing that a single man looks for in a woman is, do we have interest in common? If so, how many? The more the merrier. At the same time, we expect and respect differences. Number 9 thing that we're paying attention to or looking for in a potential female companion is we're looking and paying attention to your general outlook, philosophy, and ideals on life in general. Your general outlook, philosophy, and ideals on life. Is your general outlook pessimistic? Is it optimistic? Is it narcissistic? Is it altruistic? What's your mindset when you leave your house and you approach the world? How do you view the society we live in and your part in it and how you're going to impact the society? What are your overriding big picture philosophies on life? Are you a live and let live? Are you a big believer in karma, golden rule? Whoever has the gold rules? Like, what are the top 3 things if somebody was describing you or analyzing how you tackle the world, what they say about you? Do you come at life and society from, a feminist perspective, first and foremost, a religious perspective? What is your overall overriding general outlook, philosophy, and ideal on life, how life should be lived by you, how you would prefer life to be lived by others, and just your opinion and your interactions with society? And we're paying attention, we're looking at this to basically compare that to, of course, our own general outlook and philosophy on life. And the closer the 2 are, or at least the more compatible the 2 things are as far as your general outlook and philosophy and my general outlook and philosophy, the better. All right, we're now to item number 8. The 8th most important thing when determining if we would like to get in a serious relationship with her is her long-term big picture goals. Her long-term and or big picture goals. Does she have the goal of being a stay-at-home mother or a working woman? Does she want to have no kids or 2 kids or 5 kids? Is her goal to make as much money as possible and live it up while we're young and worry about the future, worry about her old age later? Or does she have a goal of retiring early? So being frugal while you're young and then hopefully being able to retire when you're 50 and then have most of your fun then. Does she have a long-term goal of being married, or does she not really believe in marriage? Does she have a big picture goal of, I don't know, becoming a partner at her law firm? Or is she cool staying as a clerical assistant or paralegal? Basically, we're looking to see how her long-term big picture goals mesh with ours. Are they compatible? Or do they conflict? Or are they the same? If she doesn't want to have kids and I want to have 4 kids, then there's no way we can be in a serious relationship, or there's no way that a man's going to want to take that individual woman seriously. So she has put a glass ceiling on herself where she can never advance beyond the casual relationship, the open relationship, or the friends with benefits. So item number 8, her long-term big picture goals and how they compare to ours. Number 7, we are looking at taking note of her core strong beliefs. Her core strong beliefs. Now, these strong beliefs are most likely directly related to her general outlook and philosophy on life, but they might not be. These last 3 items could be all linked. It just depends on how consistent and thorough the woman is. But like I said, item number 7 is her core strong beliefs. So we're comparing maybe controversial topics or hot button topics and seeing how much in common we have on those issues. Is she pro-life and I'm pro-choice? Is she an atheist and I'm a devout Christian? Does she believe men and women are completely equal? The only difference between us is one urinates standing up, the other urinates sitting down. One can give birth and one can't. But other than that, we are the same. Or does she have the more traditional beliefs when it comes to that? What are her core strong beliefs? She's a staunch Republican and I'm a liberal that don't even understand how anyone could be that conservative. What are her core strong beliefs and how do they compare to mine or the man's? The 6th most important thing that we look for from a woman that we're considering getting a relationship with, or we're evaluating to see if she's relationship material, is our non-physical, non-sexual chemistry. Our non-physical, non-sexual chemistry. Or in other words, our conversational chemistry, our mental chemistry, and our spiritual chemistry. How well do we click when we're conversing with each other? Does time just fly, or does it seem like work? Do we understand each other's, verbal conversational quirks? Or are we having to over-explain slang and different quirky things we do when we're communicating with each other? Mental chemistry. Are we kind of on the same mental plane? Are we really clicking that mental, spiritual atmosphere that you just can't fully explain, but you just can almost finish each other's sentences? You just, after having a handful of conversations, you kind of get a grasp of the other person and you can almost guess how they would answer or respond to future hypothetical situations. Are we on that additional plane, that higher plane of chemistry where the conversation is banging? We feel like we're spiritual puzzle pieces, yin and yang. We're just clicking together like that. We're on that same mental plane. We share strong mental chemistry. So, item number 6 is her non-physical chemistry. Non-physical, non-sexual chemistry. All right. Item number 5 is her sincerity/reliability. Her sincerity about the romantic situation and her reliability when dating. In general, the average man, let's say, questions the dependability and reliability of most women. So if a woman... All right. That's all you're going to get right now on this video. If you want to listen to the continuation and the conclusion of this episode, or if you want to listen to one of my many other interesting and educational podcast episodes, I'm going to need you to open up your favorite podcast hosting platform and search What Ozzy He Thinking. Look for the podcast by the same name as this one, and you can enjoy the rest of the episode. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, Amazon Music. You can find the podcast everywhere. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for new topics for me to discuss, please shoot me an email at whatozzyhethinking@gmail.com. And never forget, I'm not here to tickle your ear. My only goal is to tell you what you need to know.